is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Bulldogs ready to get this thing started and open the season. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. From the wide out. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Back to throw, it's Yang. Get it out on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
All the way back to the 15. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll leave it with him. And some room to work. There he goes. They stop him just a link or two short of the first. And, man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Non-man receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Finds his tight end. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
He'll go to the sneak.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your...
Finds a spot in the middle. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
That's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Quarterback adapting. Fires on the move. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Off play action on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
The play action fake. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Quarterback had everything he wanted there. He knew pre-snap exactly where he was going. Of course he was going to be going towards his primary target. Just can't hook up with the completion.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the middle. On target to the left. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
Can't find his man as he took a football, and it'll be second down.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with the relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Looking to buy time. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting a fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack and get the huge loss on that play.
Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. Got some room to run.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
He'll get this drive started from the 29. Wide receiver going in motion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. He'll pull it down and run. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Yeah, I tell you what, when you start a game in the first quarter and you show me I will run my quarterback like you did here, it makes me defend the whole field. It makes me a lot more nervous. You can tell this quarterback will be a threat throughout this football game.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Yang. He'll try to do it himself. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Got him downfield. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. They've got a first down here to open the period. Might be calling a hot route. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it behind the line. It's favored. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Ducks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run it from the gun. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this third and long from the 20. Looking downfield, it's Yang. Throwing right. He makes the catch. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with first and goal because of great third down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get this part of the field, when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
And the Ducks trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. He's looking to throw. Pick off to stop the threat. He's at the 50. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And the Dogs keep playing fetch on these passes, channeling their inner Scott Warner, or Champ Bailey, or Keely Ringo, and making plays.
Just ball hawking, making plays. And again, when you pressure the quarterback, and the Dogs do that as well as anybody, you pressure the quarterback, force that ball out in the secondary, playing great coverage, making big-time plays in the back end.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the snap.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hickman. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Got a man. Ball was loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. It's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the way, and he loses the timeout. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leave.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes the grab. It's Duarte. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll try the outside to the left. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
He's got it on the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Yang. Finds his man. It's Babers. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on the field.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
The attempt is no good, but there is a flag down, and he might get another shot at this one. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Well, you can't block a kick without being aggressive, but you can't be overly aggressive. The roughing the kicker penalty looks costly. Offense in great field position. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Yang. Right on target this time. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Ducks lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Touchdown, Ducks! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Murray. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. It's their running game. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Horn. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Trying play action. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Ducks will line up to kick off and start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Third quarter, 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happens here in the second half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football over. If we can do that, we've got a chance to come back in this game.
I think it's a crazy balance between being really aggressive in the second half and finding ways to make plays, but also not shoot ourselves in the foot, right? Like, they didn't live well on that in the first half. Let's see if they can be a little bit more aggressive while still taking care of the football.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. The sure hands, it's Horn. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. The power of Austin Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Yang. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. And they exploited that soft spot. They get it down to the 35.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. The give to the fullback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Second down, he'll throw it. Right down the middle. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. And the Ducks are on the move. Motion from the wide receiver. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're working that left side. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
Man, just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for 1st and goal.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. Rice has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside this building that hosted Super Bowl VIII. They're up by 8 over James Madison. 2 fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Horn. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. I could threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can...
Grabs it inside the 15. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Man, that is just what this offense needed. The quarterback already has a couple turnovers, throwing the ball to the other team. This ball, 50-50 ball, somebody needed to make a play to spark this offense, and the receiver does it. Nice catch.
Big guy tries to barrel in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've got it down to the 3. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Hand off from the shotgun. Got room to work. Oh, he's got some space. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Dropping back, it's Yang. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. It's not just the dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
The Ducks are rolling down the field. Now they'll try the right side. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Ducks can really attack on this second and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, running back on the move. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
The Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Motion from the wideout. From the gun to give, looking for room. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
8th play of the drive, and to keep this one going, they'll need to convert a 3rd and 5. He makes a grab, and he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead. Guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to slam in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down, and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tight end now in motion. They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
He'll bring it out. It's Murray. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This certainly hasn't been their best last day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. The throw. That's caught. It's Hickman. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Now on first down from the 30. To the air on first down. Oh, he wants it all. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got room on the return. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the yardage on the return. What a play there. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding it, turning it on. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. The give and tick, 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 tick. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Going to run it. It's Sanders. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. And this one is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Memphis was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in Bluff City. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Going right to work up top. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Makes a guy miss and finally brought down at about the 25. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. The give to the tailback. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Working that left side. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. The Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unleashes one. A strike downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got out of trouble and throws. That pass is incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. This time he's got it. Smashes through the tackle. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Looking to the end zone. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
And this is always an interesting spot for me now because you're going to have to go for 2 regardless. I don't know if it's now or if it's later when you score, but at some point you're going to have to pull the trigger. So that's a you decision, but nice job by this offense getting the touchdown now to give yourself that opportunity to have a choice.
He makes the grab for the 2-point conversion, and now they're down by a single possession late. The clock is at 20 seconds left to play. They'll line up for an onside kick to try to pull it out. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.